You played the real character that you played in real life?
I wouldn't say that, thankfully.
Jokes worry me. My mother always said, never trust a woman who tells jokes.
There's a lot to unpack there.
No, I do eat spicy foods. But there were bits and pieces that were based on actual things that have happened. Yeah.
The stories we could tell about dating, like you could make a whole series on it, like just meeting strangers. It's great. What was the location?
The location was Tutti Frutti in Barrhaven. I called 4,000 places that said no. One person that I asked in person if we could film there laughed in my face, which was interesting. But finally we found a place that was willing to let us just come in and do the thing, and then they just left.
Did you rob them?
No. So we just had the run of the place for 5 hours, something like that.
That's pretty nice. Wow. All these customers, they were extras, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So the place was closed. Like, they weren't customers coming in saying, can I get a coffee? And they're like, oh, I don't know how to do this.
They close at 2:30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2:30 in the afternoon?
Yeah.
You gotta play. Is this a front for like cocaine? What is this?
Breakfast and lunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you have to deal with fridges? Sometimes we're in a place, a restaurant, a cafe, there's the hums and grinds of fridges.
Well, the fridges were in the back, so it wasn't a problem.
Ooh,
Yeah.
right on. All right. Well, I don't have any more questions.
Oh, okay.
It's up to the audience. I'm going to go to Dennis in the back. Oh, Dennis, you're in the middle. Don't mess with me like that, man.
I think we stole this spot.
Yeah, great film. I really love the film. I was wondering if you considered an alternative ending where the couple somehow got along, or they found that one trigger that connected them.
Hatred for something,
why you
yeah.
went with the ending you did.
We were in talks of how this can progress, you know, and any possibilities of outcomes that could bring these two together again, and see what the outcome is after that.
Because it was funny, because I was expecting, when he said, can I have another date, I was expecting her to look at him in the eye and said, fuck you. Like, you were insufferable. It was great. What was your part in this?
I wrote it and directed it. And co-wrote it. The ending was actually determined the morning of, when I just went, hey Dan, do you feel like giving this line to your mom? And he went, I think that works. And from there, we may have like a trilogy of dating between Jasper and Kate. This may not be the end.
Wow. There's so much content there. So who would be the main character, Jasper or Kate?
The server
And do we know what we're eating?
would be the...
It's a good question. I have no idea. We just made a thing. That's
Yeah,
what we
but there's
did.
so much material to be had. There's so much content. I mean, you just go on like Reddit. I know Reddit, but there's relationship advice and stuff like that, and you can get so much inspiration on Reddit. It's great. You never know. It never ends. Like speed dating,
You should
online
try
dating.
Dan's life. No, Dan gave us a lot of, we actually came to our first Kino last month. We saw what was done here, and it was incredible, and it was beautiful. I met Matt, and then all of a sudden we were like, hey, want to make a film? And we did it. So that was kind of...
Yeah, it's wonderful. Matt, it looked fantastic. Great lighting, great editing, great everything. So congrats on that. Absolutely.
I had a quick question.
Yes.
Did you guys have like a script written exactly, or did you improv some of the date? Like.
No, that was 99.9% scripted.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
nice. I thought it was really funny.
It's so natural to you.
Yeah.
Like, I got a very important question. Cats or dogs?
I don't actually like them. You give cat lady vibes. I just thought you would also hate dogs.
Like, it's decided here whether you come back to Kino.
Yes, sir.
I have had cats, dogs, I had a hedgehog, I had turtles, I had fish.
That's a lot.
I have had all of the pets.
Well, listen, this is Sophie's choice right now.
Dogs.
That's all right. That was my cat at the beginning. Anyways, let's go. Oh, yes.
So since the scene's supposed to be a blind date, what friend set them up and thought that was a good idea?
Some jerk?
I don't know.
Oh, the waiter. Yeah. lives. They want to see it go down. And they're like, no. Brian, yes.
Yeah. I have a question for Dan. Was this your first stab at comedy?
Yes.
Okay. I was just curious. When you watched it, did you see like an element of Stephen Root in there asking for the red stapler?
Oh, from The Office.
I was like,
I hadn't thought of
the
that.
character was your own, but I was like, oh my god, he could so easily do a Stephen Root.
Thank you.
But yeah, you were really funny.
I mean, we were just jacked.
Really
We all laughed.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
It was great. No, the reaction was great.
I think Dan's an incredible actor, and I want everybody in this room to inspire him to keep acting, because he's en route to become a comedic legend.
Yeah,
so.
good. It was really well written. If you guys stuck to the script, that was amazing. Really well written. All the way through, everyone related to it, and you connected with the audience. That's amazing. Came out and helped out. Thank you so much for that. It was fun. It was just us and eating snacks, and your husband showed up. He gave me some rum. It was great. He was a really nice guy.
Missing you is not a single feeling. It is 1,000 small interruptions. And healing does not mean closing a wound, but learning how to live with it open.
What was your favorite part about working with me?
Well, I just want to say that's the first time I saw it, so I'm still like, oh my god, so thank you so much.
Oh,
I loved
thank you.
I loved it.
And thank you for bringing that emotion. The monologue was, I took just the first time you read it. That's it.
Really?
It was the first take. We did 2 takes, and that was the first take, and there was a vulnerability in the voice. There was an authenticity in the voice. Like, you connected with those lines. I don't want to put you on the spot or get too deep here, but thank you for adding yourself to it.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm new to the community, so I just feel like this was such a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking a chance on me, because like we've never met, and he was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, it's good.
So that was really cool, and it was really interesting because you had given me the monologue, and I thought it meant something, and I was practicing it kind of a certain way, thinking it was about grief and maybe someone who has left, and I'm kind of missing them, like maybe a child or a partner or something, and then you came and described that it was more of missing a different version of myself that I wanted to connect with, and so that was really interesting to have you say that, and then we just kind of came up with the emotion for it. It was such a cool experience.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was very vague. It was the very Severance where you would leave in the morning and it would juxtapose with you like coming back. So there was never an existence. You didn't exist when you left your house. This was your sanctuary. There was a lot going on there, but I do like, now that I heard it and I read it back recently, it lends itself to longing for something.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. It means everything.
But it can mean what it means.
It means what it is. It doesn't belong to us at this point. It belongs to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is your second time at Kino?
Yes, I loved it. But the first time,
We got a lot of new people here tonight.
I came last month, and I was just really impressed with all the films that you guys made, and really, really moved by what an amazing community you have and how supportive you are with each other. So, yeah, it's fun. I can't wait to learn more and do more.
And you want to do some acting or some filmmaking?
Both. I'm open, I'm curious, I'm interested, so yeah, reach out if anyone wants to collaborate. Yeah.
That's what's great about Kino. It inspires people to make a film.
Absolutely.
And the lost find their way home. I will leave a light on, because this story was never built with an ending in mind.
We got goosebumps at the end with the porch light on. That was a nice touch.
Oh, porch light. Even because it wasn't dark yet. So I had ideas to film all the other half at dark, but we were there for just a couple hours and it was light the whole time. So I'm like, how do we fake we changed the color to orange instead of blue? Like, what do we do this,
Yeah, and you did the craziest angles too with the camera. Like, I turned around and he was like lying on the floor, like half under the bed, like looking up like this, and he's like, pull the drawer out.
It makes sense, trust me, it makes sense.
And it's really weird, and you gotta get like awkwardly. I felt like a goblin. I was like so close to it.
Not this angle, Vince. I look horrible. And then I tested. I'm like, oh my god, I got 3 chins. I'm sorry.
Can't do that.
It's
Yeah,
not fun.
it was cool. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Let's go to questions. Any questions? Oh, Stephanie.
Well, welcome aboard.
Thank
you.
You got the bug now. Yes. Are you gonna get involved with more?
Absolutely. Oh, I'm hooked. It was just such an amazing experience. He filmed it on Sunday, and he put that together for tonight. I can't even believe it. It was so great. Yeah, I'm in, and yeah, really happy to be part of this.
Oh, this is a cult. Lawrence has the chickens in the back. They're coming out at like 9. It's great. It's gonna be drenched in blood. I watched too many horror movies. I'm sorry. Any other questions? Oh, yes.
I really loved it. I could connect, and I just have a short question about just the beginning was wonderful. Like it was like a reflection. How did you have the idea to have this frame of this framing?
I wanted to do something with transitions, fun transitions, where there's like a wipe or an object and then cut to the next scene and the same object is in the frame but in a different scene. It just started with that, and then I just made a story around it. Just, you know, the song wasn't mine. It's a famous song. Again, it's just a video that goes on YouTube. So the song is from Amélie.
Yeah, I thought so.
Absolutely, yeah, and it lends itself well. And, yeah, I just visualize scenes and transitions and make a story based. And then when I heard the song, I was like, it wrote itself.
Do you want to tell them how you actually filmed it slow? It made me move really fast.
Oh yeah, that's right, because I filmed it in slow motion. It's 5 times as slow. And it's hard to visualize in your head what slow motion looks like.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it too slow, but you don't want it too fast.
Yeah, so you'd be like, move at 1.75 speed.
Oh, that's what I remember. Oh, okay, you remember you were like, okay, how fast do I move? 1.5 or 2? I'm like, 1.5746 to be exact, and don't mess it up. You were like, what the fuck? Yeah, it was fun. Oh, sorry, you had a question?
Not so much a question, more a comment. I think you captured it fantastically. I got shivers at one point because it is something that I'm currently dealing with, as well as like my mother. So seeing the transition of the person before and after, and capturing that, you really captured the emotion well, because it's something that I see every day of the person dealing with the grief. So it's the perspective of the person you know who's dealing with the grief, and then the perspective of watching that person dealing with the grief, and then also seeing the person who they were before, the person they were after, and you capture that.
And the person they want to become.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for that. People were really engaged. It's great to have a reaction to the video. Instead of sometimes we just make something, we put it on YouTube and we don't know. But here we get feedback, we get the oohs, the ahs, and they're like, oh my god, that's interesting. Ooh, you know?
Yeah, you're so much fun. Yeah.
My name is Carolyn. I live in a small village in Canada in the Land of Lakes.
My first run was at Kingston Film Festival in February, and you're a better audience. They're just more appreciative and
Right? Because we're down to earth. We're like, I don't want to crap on other communities, but we're the best, right? We are. But it's a community, it's welcoming. We have amazing conversations on stage and everything. When did you film this?
last summer, and fall. I edited for months.
So you edit your own work. Is this your first time editing something?
It's my first film, yes.
Does it inspire you to make other films? Are you going to make another one?
I'm making more right now.
Documentaries or?
Documentaries, yeah. Your scripted work, it's fun too. Like, I find people more interesting, and I use them to speak.
Absolutely. Like social docs are some of my favorite things to watch. Like just people, it could be anything. They could be talking about peeling potatoes for 2 hours. That could be, I find that interesting as long as it's a real person.
Well, you don't know where the film is going, first of all, and they guide it for you.
Now they're going to boil the potatoes. They're going to make probably butter and stuff. That'd be
It's
great.
going to be mashed.
So you started with street noise. You wanted to show the juxtaposition, like the noise of the city. Bam, bam, noise, and then just the transition from the buildings to the trees was a beautiful transition. Why did you move away from the city?
I've tried many times. This is my hometown, by the way, so this is the city that I've lived in many big cities, and I've traveled. And every time I hit a small town, I don't know, it just, for some reason, it has always captured me. And I just feel, I like the human scale of small towns and villages. And I ended up driving through Tamworth, being up near Bonico Park, with Jake. Little lake. You saw how small he was when I first came to Tamworth, and it was a magical experience just to land there. It was I have to be in Tamworth, and the studio in Tamworth is all, it's been a very 30-year progression, 25-year progression, and it's still going, it's still emerging, and yeah.
Because people think when you move away from the city, you're going to be isolated. Do you find it less isolating because you can connect with people better in a small town?
Absolutely, yeah. But you have a community here too. Your community is more solid, or equally as solid as a small town. You can find community anywhere you go.
That's true.
But in a small town, it's all very legible.
Well, you create the communities you want to be a part of if they're not already there.
Absolutely.
Wow, this is great.
I just always felt like I was in the city. I mean, not so much Ottawa, but Toronto. I lived in Toronto.
Yeah.
You just feel like I always felt like I was drowning. Just
Absolutely.
couldn't be myself, and I like to breathe and.
Like I live in Centertown where the tall buildings are. There's a lot of noise, especially on Bank Street. Just people yelling at each other in the middle of the night. Just the sirens. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
It's comfort for me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think everybody has a different way to live, and I think that we, the video approached that. Everybody, they like the convenience, and then some people just found that, it's too convenient. They just want to struggle a little more and grow
I love going.
or order food.
I love going to the country. The silence, my ears are ringing for 3 days because they're processing out the noises of the city. I love leaving the city, and I love coming back to the city.
Well, the city is a resource, and so is the country. The peace and quiet, and the nature, and then there's the social aspect of the city and the arts and culture. And I think we're lucky that we can choose. In this country, we live in a great country.
Yeah, I love the profiles of all the people.
Yeah.
It's just you get to know everyone. Like it's like an old-timey storybook where this is the butcher and this is the jeweler and this is the milk person. And, I don't know, it feels very old-timey, Let's go to questions. Yes, Stephanie.
So we've seen Jake a few times in his films. So did you inspire him to make films or vice versa?
Well, I think I gave him his first video camera. We were just talking about that, and filming the grass. Filming the grass, filming the dog, filming the grass, But we have that video still. And Jake, how would you answer that? Were you inspired? I just dropped a camera in your hand, I think, and you chased people around and asked to be in your show.
I think more recently, I brought it to you in a way that I was encouraged to get into. I was encouraged to get into the film industry by your friend and looking for a more creative outlet, and that brought the movies to our home in Tamworth through Greed and Gore and Adam Kirky, and then you saw the potential there of bringing your creative, a new voice for your creativity after doing visual arts for so long, and I think it came back around. I would like to think I inspired you to get back into the movies.
Does that answer your question? I think it went both ways.
Well, you can inspire each other and continuously feed off of each other with the creative energy and the encouragement and the support. It's amazing because every person you interviewed has multiple stories, multiple layers. Like they have their own little documentary, dig deeper, you find where the bodies are buried.
How are you doing it?
Yeah.
And can you really
and everyone is and can be interesting. You wrote this, you write music, you compose music, you teach music, you play music.
Yes.
this song is Cyborg's Lament, which is from an album I wrote like 12 years ago. And this is the feature song of that album. It's like an EP. And it tells the story of a cyborg who is left on Earth after humans leave Earth. So they created cyborgs, and then they leave Earth. And then these cyborgs are living on Earth, and then they all die, but there's one left. And she decides to go on a mission through space to find where the humans went. And so the album is about that. So this is kind of the feature track of that, telling that story.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Wow, is there going to be more?
I've always wanted to write more, but it was a while ago, so I don't know. Maybe.
No, more videos from that.
Oh, like more videos. I would love to make more videos. If anyone wants to make more videos with me for songs from this album, I would love that.
That's great.
Yeah.
And while you're filming this, I mean, you have to kind of lip sync to it, right? As you're filming it?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
you-
So
like
yeah,
you-
we were playing the track
On like
on
a
my
phone
laptop.
or laptop.
Yeah, like over and over, and I was singing along to it. Yeah.
Very cool. Wow. Music videos are so fun and liberating because you can break all the rules in filmmaking. You could just have like visual poetry and do all sorts of stuff. I love it. This is not your first music video.
No, I've made about, I don't know, 12 or 13 of them by now.
This guy has made so many films, it's, oh my God. You film with a Super 8?
That's right, yeah. It's an old camera from the 1970s. Back when your parents used to make home movies.
Grandparents.
Or grandparents.
Yeah.
Used to make home movies, and that's the camera they would use. And that's the camera I grew up, or cameras like that is what I grew up learning on. So I continue to shoot on those a lot today.
And you have to send in the film to get developed, and it could take like a month.
Yeah, it takes a month, but luckily there's a lab that moved from Toronto to Renfrew, following the city to the country path. So the only lab in Canada that can develop Super 8 films in Renfrew. Not that that makes any difference. You still have to get the film out to Renfrew, but it's just like an interesting conversation point.
Yeah. But for those who don't know, like filming Super 8, you can't really see what you're doing, and you got to understand the light because it could be totally underexposed or overexposed.
That's right. Yeah, you don't know. And then sometimes it comes back all black, and you're there. Well, I guess I didn't quite get the exposure right because you have to set everything manually too.
But it's got that dreamy look, like you can't really.
Oh, like
unless you're Francis and you do like. That was really convincing. Did he fool you with that footage?
Well, it was just beautiful, whatever he did, you know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's like how it looks at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very beautiful what you shot, man. Good work.
And this is not the first time you two worked together.
No, that's right. We made a movie, was it like 3 years ago? Called Red, yeah. So that was, not the first time.
And you've done music videos before.
I have done music videos, not very many, but a few. Yeah, but this was really cool because we rented a room in the arts court, and it was like there was all this old filmmaking equipment. So some of the like sets that you see, like it was just all this old like equipment that no one uses anymore. So it was just kind of neat to kind of get that vintage kind of feel using that equipment at the arts court. That was cool.
I said it once, I'll say it again. That cello, ooh, chills every time. You know, and just adding a visual element to it, seeing you play it, just wow.
Yeah, that was nice to be able to play it, for sure. Yeah, and Debs did a great job. Like how how the film came out all kind of blurry was just kind of perfect for the movement.
Yes.
It was really nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Delaney brought Scooby here last month.
I missed it.
Will you ever bring the cello?
Oh, well, you know, it's funny because I was like watching it, thinking it would be cool to like do a video and then actually play along because we have this little stage here. Yeah, that would be cool. So,
How long have you been on the cello? How long?
40 years. I'm dating myself, but 40 years. I've played it. 40 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Any questions? Yes, Stephanie.
So, Dennis filmed it. You wrote, you composed, you did all the music
song and
stuff.
arrangements,
So
yeah.
who was the mastermind behind the shots and how to shoot it?
Him for sure. I had no idea what was happening. We had a bottle of wine.
That was the best. It loosens you up.
Oh yeah, I think that's probably Dennis's trick, right? Loosening up his actors.
Well, it's fun, yeah. I mean, I had
Am I right?
Well, at least we didn't have a bottle of wine each, so this is, wasn't that bad.
Bottle of vodka. Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yes, Eric.
How did you do the face stretching, warping thing? What did you shoot through?
You know that bottle of wine? We have filled it with water.
I knew that was going to be the answer as soon as you said that.
No, there was a glass and we just filled water.
Yeah.
And then you shot through the water in the glass while she was standing there. Yeah, thanks.
It's great. The visuals are great. Any other questions? Yes, someone else had their hand up. Yes, all the way over there. I can barely see.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi. The same kind of question. The oscillation of the strings, the cello itself, is that through the bottom of the line as well?
Yeah, that was, you know, when you shoot Super 8, you don't know what you're going to get. And sometimes the beginning of the cartridge rattles, or the registration isn't solid. And that's what happened. All it was, after about like 10, 15 seconds, it evened out. But it was so cool.
Yeah, it was
that,
perfect.
yeah, we're just like, keep it in. You know, all the imperfections, they're beautiful. Throw the imperfections in. And that's what we did. And luckily, Mia agreed too, so.
Well, I'm going to quote Dennis here, and there's perfection and imperfection. We're hyper-focused on like clarity, perfect lighting, flat lighting, sharpness and stuff. Let it go, man.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't move you.
Yeah, well, it went well
as
with the
much.
theme, because the
Yeah.
theme was like somebody basically lost in space, like just kind of not knowing where they're going. So there's kind of that blurriness to that.
Yeah, because you did a film for Kino, I think it was 4 months ago.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
And it was
so
all
long
like
ago.
these visuals, these light,
Yes.
playing with light
Yeah.
and stuff. It was very
Very
abstract.
similar vibe.
Like the light was
Trust-
dancing. Yeah, it was really cool.
So make a film with someone who does that similar thing.
I don't want to dig too deep, but I felt like this was really personal.
Go ahead. Well, yeah, but you know what? I wouldn't have put it on this. Is this thing working, by the way?
It's working.
Okay. Good. I would not have put this on the screen, so don't feel any reservations about asking me anything, really.
Let's talk about your childhood.
It's all
Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone?
What does music mean to you?
That's a good question. A lot of things, actually. Sorry, a lot of things. Teeth right in there. First date over.
Inside boy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of things. I mean, sometimes you can just listen to it and enjoy it, and sometimes, like my girlfriend, she'll listen to almost anything, and sometimes I'm just like, how can you listen to that? It's like, because I like everything, and I'm not one of those people.
Do you expose yourself to new music? Do you hear?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, but just for certain genres.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I mean, for a while there, it was nothing but, I was in high school, and junior high, and everybody was listening to Rick Astley and Platinum
never gonna give you up, man.
Blonde and all that, and I was listening to Billy Joel and Pink Floyd and everything else that people laughed at me for.
It's a
That was
soundtrack of our
okay.
lives. It's so nostalgic.
That was it, yeah.
Like it takes us back to that emotional state when we were a kid. And oh my God, Billy Joel is great. You've heard of the therapy they do with like people who are like
Yes, music therapy,
dementia.
Yeah, I know somebody who does
And it's
that.
the a route that goes far back that brings them back momentarily.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting that I never had interest in music at all, other than listening to it. And like it said in the film, one day it was the opening track there, In the Flesh.
Yeah.
That organ that you hear, and I'm just hitting keys. People have no idea, or what maybe some of you do, a Hammond B3 organ. Just curious, hands up if you know what that is. All right, I love all of you so much. That was actually what got me interested. Hearing that Hammond organ and thinking, how the hell was that sound made?
That's because you're listening to music. It's like a passive thing. It's beautiful, and then you wanted to participate and play it. What was the switch? Why did you suddenly want to play it?
It was that album. It was literally that album, and literally after the depression started to lift, and I was at a new school, and I just started learning to play guitar, and I happened to hear a guy in class who's also playing, and next thing you know, he's inviting me over to play Rolling Stones and Van Halen, and I said, what do you like? And I'm like, I'm a huge Floyd fan. He goes, oh, yeah, I know Pink Floyd, like, money, get a job.
So it feels very
not the same song, man.
It feels very different playing it than listening to it, right?
Yeah, it is. It's one thing to listen to it, another thing to actually play it.
Yeah. You play the guitar, you play the piano, the keys.
Yeah.
And you're doing the vocals.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It can be music again, and not to be attributed to a painful memory, but is an anthem of triumph, and it will be with you forever.
I saw an article just last week about how Gen Xers are not receptive to therapy. That was like the big takeaway. That isn't how it is anymore. So keeping that in mind, don't be afraid to ask me anything. It's all good. You know, it's like almost 40 years ago. So.
But you know, we are having a conversation. You're making these vulnerable, emotional films.
Yeah, well, I never would have been talking about this with anybody.
And I think music connects everyone. It has a personal relationship with almost everyone.
Yeah, happy memories, sad memories,
Yeah.
that summer that we did
the
this.
sad memories,
it
the
brings
heartbreaks.
back- Yeah, everything. But this one in particular was the one that I had on my walk, running over and over again.
Ah, Floyd.
You know, some people are like, that's a bad influence. I'm like, no. This isn't what's making me sad. It's just what
devil's music.
It's what I'm relating to.
Susie had a question. Yes.
Yes, I just want to know if you could see a future duet with Stephanie in your next film. Meatloaf. Let's do Meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
Yeah.
I could try it. It might not work, but I could do it. Why not?
Just don't put any ketchup
I
on
was
it.
kidding. You don't have to.
The music helped you, but what really helped you was the fact of the moment that you started to get into trying to play. Was it the fact of playing that kind of, you would say, helped you to handle your emotions or put all your emotion into the music you were producing?
Well, it's just that I was playing, I just found that playing the actual music that I was listening to when I was literally at my darkest, like I said, on my Walkman, playing it over and over again, and just thinking the most horrible thoughts. A couple of years later, you start suddenly, maybe I want to learn an instrument, but what I wanted to play was that.
Yeah.
And it changed from being a horrible, horrible, horrible memory and a soundtrack to that to being something else. And like I said, I'll carry that with me forever, but it's not what it was back in like 1987 and 88. 1989 onwards, it changed into something else.
And that's good, because that was my question. I mean, what is more therapeutic? Was it playing the music or playing that music?
That particular music, yeah.
It
Because
resonates.
there was a time where I could not listen to that for a while. I couldn't listen to it. So when I did start learning to play music, the first thing I did was that.
And I think we all have our songs
Kind
that
of
we
flushed
hear
it
and
out.
we're like, oh, no, I can't. I just can't, not today. Is it your first time at Kino?
This is my first time at Kino.
You gonna come back?
I hope so. I like escape rooms, so I made the main character like escape rooms. So like it was like that was what they bonded over.
It was kind of cute at the end. Everyone was like, oh yeah, it didn't work. That because you know,
it's corny.
It worked though.
Cliches are cliches because they're
Exactly, it worked.
Did you work with these actors before? These people you've never worked with before?
I've not worked with them before. One of them's my friend, and then the rest is her friend. So they all just did it for free.
And how many films have you made prior to this?
My first one.
I gotta say, that's kind of brave, because it's your first film and you're working with people you don't know, and they're looking at you like as a director or writer, and they're like, I know what I'm talking about, trust me. They're like, who are you, really?
Yeah, that's why I wrote it. So it's very simple, like one cafe, one spot. Like we shot it in one day. So
It looked great. The location was a great character as well. Do you edit yourself?
yes, edited everything myself because I do have money to pay.
Oh, well, that's good. God, you learn everything. You done it. Were you doing the camera?
Yeah, I was on.
Oh, it is.
Very
nice. First film pulls this off. Well, I mean,
didn't win nothing though.
yeah, well, yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. How was the sound in there, in that place?
horrible, but Da Vinci to the rescue. Like the AI voiced it, like isolation.
It redoes the voice.
The $200 you spend at Da Vinci Resolve Studio is worth it. But yeah, that was the sound in the house was good, but the cafe wasn't too bad.
Well, what was the sound coming from? Like the fridges, the air conditioning, like?
No, I added that after. Like we had a regular.
The problem originally, where did the bad sound come from?
The cars was the worst one. Like the outside one had like the cars honking, so just had to.
And you were doing the boom pole with the microphone.
Yeah, a bunch of all the actors do it. Their hands get tired. A new person comes in.
It's hard. If you see people holding this giant boom pole, you're like,
the
I can do that.
thing.
No.
That's what mentioned. I was like, that's a great idea. The C-stand.
Yeah, we got experience here. We all know all the tricks and. Oh my goodness. Well, don't wait too long to make another film, because life is short. I'm just saying, make something in between.
At least 2 this year.
Make something in between, like a minute long. Just make it. Show it here. And because it's great to be ambitious and do films, but don't stagnate. Flex those muscles. Just do something. Yeah.
That's true.
Was this your first time behind the camera? This was like your first time.
It's like my first real time. The only other film I'd done was like made in a camcorder in like high school. So.
Right. Yeah. So what kind of thought process went into like picking the shots and the angles and all that stuff? Because I see a lot of people like they tend to screw that up on their first try.
I shortlisted everything, so I had the script, and I'm a very visual. I want to be a cinematographer, so I was okay. I want to make it look good at least, even if the script was bad. But so yeah, I shortlisted everything, and then it really was like 1 for 1 from the shortlist ish, but that helped a lot. So like I just knew, okay, let's go. Yeah, did all that in a day.
Because when you're writing it and you're filming it, you already have it edited in your head. Like you visualize the whole thing already.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a true filmmaker right there. That's pretty cool.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Very, very impressive. We're excited to see more. No pressure.
I like the pressure.
Who noticed the aliens?
What?
Nobody. Oh, I love it. There's one in each scene of me.
What?
Hidden in there. I deliberately faded it, but they're both there.
So kind of like you put little Easter eggs. Is it more like the movie Hereditary, where you kind of see people smiling in the background?
Not that good, but I use like basically almost clip art aliens.
So what's really cool about this? It looks like it was filmed on film, right, Dennis?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Tell us how you did it.
It's interesting because the intent was it looked like VHS, but that didn't show up on the screen.
Yeah.
They did look like film, but I didn't. I had an adapter that was supposed to make it easy. So what I ended up doing is I shot it in HD on my Canon R8, really good camera, nice and sharp picture. Then I edited it into 4:3 aspect ratio. And then because the adapter didn't work, I had to burn it to a DVD. I recorded the DVD on VHS. So no filters, that's actual VHS. That's why there's not a bunch of stupid VHS artifacts, because if you record a standard play, you don't get a crappy picture. So then I digitized it back to the computer.
Wow.
So it would look like VHS.
That's interesting, right?
Never felt any kind of presence here. No ghosts.
So the ghost thing, have you tried seances?
Try not to watch lots of people online do it, but
I've done a lot of seances. So what I'm hearing,
I don't believe in that stuff. So
I know,
it'd be fun to do, but I don't
know.
believe in it.
Yeah,
right?
it's wanting to believe makes life exciting. So what I'm hearing is we're invited to your place for a seance, and we're going to film it.
If you want, I'm up for that. I have a Ouija board I bought at a Catholic thrift store.
That's great. I got to see this thing. There's your next film. We're coming over and filming it. Let's go to questions. Any questions for Francis? Oh, Dennis, I love you.
Yeah, Francis, loved your film. I thought instead of being about aliens, it was about alienation.
Oh.
And I thought that because of the shots of yourself by like lying in bed. Was that something that was maybe in the back of your mind, a secondary theme?
No, what I was actually going for is, I don't know if everybody here is familiar with analog horror.
Yeah.
Kind of a big thing right now. For a while. That's what I was going for. So I was inspired by some of the analog horror I've seen.
And that would be like a vintage type horror from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, well, this is basically the new horror things that look like they're done in VHS and they got weird voices.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
It's really popular. You put this together last minute.
On Sunday.
And you were filming yourself. It's just like a tripod.
Yeah, it's just my phone on my tripod. and-
See this? This is encouraging. Phone, tripod, yeah, no excuse. You can make a film, put it together. I know everyone has ideas. You guys can do this.
No. Too hot.
Oh, were you singing at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
I mean, it was a quirky film, so I might as well have a quirky song to
That was
go
hilarious.
with.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Too hot, too hot, too hot.
The makeup, you did it yourself? You put like the burning makeup on?
Yeah.
What was that made of? Like, what is that?
And just I just have an eyeshadow that was kind of like that reddish orange color, so I kept my glasses on and I did, so I had the lines that would.
It looked pretty real.
The
It was
raccoon.
convincing.
Well, it happens to me. I'm out in the baseball field all summer long, and it's like, oh shit. Especially when you have an audition coming up, and it's like, oh God, now what am I
Yeah.
gonna do?
No, but I understand. I related to it because every time I get comfortable, I gotta go pee. So I gotta go pee right now, actually, but it's okay because I'm wearing a diaper tonight. It's fine. Don't make it weird. But every time I sit down, like I don't know, you can relate. I sit down. Yeah. What? Oh. Thank you. I sit down. I'm ready to watch my show. I got my food, my snacks. I'm all comfortable. I gotta go pee. That's not the end of it. It gets worse.
Oh.
I go pee. I come back fucking 5 minutes later. Are you kidding me? I can spend 8 hours all day not peeing. So something happens. Maybe it's psychosomatic that you just like relax your body and you gotta
And
go
it takes
pee.
you 5 minutes to pee?
No, 5 minutes later I have to go pee. Like I literally just peed. Like there's nothing left in here. Like there's nothing in there. Like why do I gotta go pee again?
You're a man over 50.
I'm 49.
Almost.
I got it. Yeah, pretty much. Wow. I can hurt myself coughing. Any questions for Stephanie? Yeah, Susie.
Yeah, I just want to know if you'll be singing in any of your future films.
That was so good.
That's a big ask.
Yeah, I think you should.
Well,
It was really good.
if you like bad music, sure.
No, it was really good. We need to make a comeback. We can do a musical. Remember Rhinestone Cowboy? Anyone?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Sylvester Stallone singing country with Dolly Parton. Well, Dennis did it.
Yes.
Dennis, you were singing country in one of your films?
Yeah.
That was great. We got to return to the cowboy singer. Any other questions? Oh, yes.
I've seen you acting in films where there's a lot of emotion. Sometimes it's deep sadness, and this one is more on the comedy side. Which one do you enjoy more?
That's a good question.
I love them both. I love to hit different ranges and get different reactions from people. Sometimes it's also dependent on my mood too. If I'm just, if I just came off a rough couple of months or whatever, and I'm feeling better now, so it's like, now we need to laugh. We just need to laugh. So
Yeah.
let's just be silly and do that.
And life is both.
You have to understand tragedy
To understand comedy. Yeah, absolutely.
Say that too.
And normally when someone is good at comedy, they're really good at drama. Surprisingly, I noticed that.
I think it's being in touch with your emotions.
There you go.
Right?
That's it.
And not being afraid to be vulnerable and stupid or
That's true.
emotional or whatever.
Comedy's hard. Comedy's hard.
It's fun though.
It is. Any other questions? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go with Dan first, right there, Dan.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering about the young guy. Is he your son?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
He's voluntold to be in my films all the time.
He's in all. We've seen him grow at Kino.
Mom, what's for dinner?
You did a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, one question all the way in the back. I saw your hand. Yes.
What was for dinner?
That's a good question.
Sunday.
Butter chicken, I think.
Oh.
You have it at your house.
George and Louie is a series. You
Yes,
knew?
it is.
With Tyler Pope. He's here tonight. Tyler Pope. And it's kind of like the Honeymooners, I think. It's like two guys who are trying to like scheme or figure something out. Well, how would you describe George and Louis?
As Drake and Josh.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're too old for that.
Oh, that's
I'm too old for
me.
that. Come on. That's a show. Wow.
Yeah, it would be like.
Yep.
You guys tapped smoke cones?
Yep. I couldn't resist. I just had to try it one time.
So it's coming out next month.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out this month, but the actress playing her called in sick on the day of shooting.
Oh. Have you filmed it yet?
We have filmed some of it.
Oh, so okay, you have to do other filming.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do.
Okay, so this is George and Louis Part 6.
Yeah. Episode 6. Wait, hold on. Let's see. First, from home, then the party scene. I believe with your sister. Get jobs. Shady business. And yeah, this is episode 6. Wait. Home life. Home life was episode 6.
Oh, so this is 7.
Yeah, this is 7. Yeah.
We've done 7. So this is never going to end. You're going to keep doing George and Louis.
Yep.
As long as Tyler's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make it weird, Tyler. This is your second film.
Yes, second film.
Congrats. Jeremy did, I think it was 2 months ago, he did like a Kino thing.
Yes, it was a documentary about this place.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. And you're in school?
Yes, film media production. I just finished second semester. I passed all my classes.
Did you write this?
Yes, I did.
What inspired you? Where did this story come from?
It's because I love horror movies.
Yeah. So you're gonna be making more horror movies, kind of like analog horror, like these, or speculative horror.
Just gonna make different kinds of movies, not only horror.
Oh, so like drama and comedy?
Yes.
Do you have any ideas for your next one?
I'm working on different kinds of scripts while I'm in school.
Oh, so I got a question. Who was he was being haunted by something. What was he being haunted by?
It was like,
Just make it up. Bullshit. When people ask me about my emo film, I'm like, it's about childhood and memory. I have no idea. It's okay to have no ideas because there's an emotional truth to it. And sometimes there's no words for it, but it makes sense in your head.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's the monster in his head.
It's the monster in us all.
Yeah. When that patient got hypnotized, he thinks that vision was real, like coming after him.
And did it really come after him at the end, or is it?
I got the therapist stepped him out of it.
Oh, nice. How was it like working with Stephanie? I hear she's really mean.
No, she's a rock star.
Yeah,
I always wanted to work with her.
Well, I hope it encouraged you. You're going to make another one, because I'm excited to see that. It turned out really well. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah, there's like 7, 8 of us working on this film.
And they're all from your class?
Yes.
That's cool.
This dark figure appears.
When did these visions start happening?
I like when you see it for the first time, it's this soft little sound that introduces him. Bing! And it's just silence.
Yeah.
And I like that. It's like in his memory. I love it. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Thank you so much.
We shot 3 of these in the course of a weekend. It was a series of demo tapes for the actresses that were featured, so they came with a number of ideas.
Look, it was a stupid question. In my head, we're still like 16 or something.
No, that's exactly it. I feel the same way, and it's kind of why I'm just not sure if I'm really ready.
You guys wrote it and stuff?
Yeah, that's it. So they came with the ideas, I fleshed out the script, and then Jesse and I shortlisted it, and we went to it and had a jam-packed weekend to film them all.
Was it like the same house, same location?
Two different houses. So the one that we saw today was we were fortunate enough to film at one of the actresses' parents' place, and then the other one was at Ace's place. We did the 2 there.
Location is character.
Yeah.
And you look at the film and you remember all these. It's lived in. There's purpose in all these. It's not a set piece. It's a house. It's a home. I love that. I look back and I'm getting emo here. Sorry. I'm talking about you, Patrick. How do you film 3 people? Say you have a dialogue. 3 people are conversing. Right? No, seriously. No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Because people think it's easy, but when they all of a sudden they have 3 people talking and they have a camera, it's like, how do I film this? Who gets you over the shoulder? Who gets what? How do you position them? How did you decide to have them like in that position?
I think it just kind of boils down, like it's the blocking really. Like you block it, and we kind of watch the scene a couple of times. And what I usually do is like during rehearsal is I'll like just kind of walk around and stare at the actors like a weirdo, and just kind of like figure out where I want to place them and if we need to move them. The space was a little weird. I wanted to set it like a stage, so we had the actors kind of cheat. But it was hard because we had, Dahlia start on one side and then we kind of flipped over. And it was all set up so that we can land Holly where she landed, right? So yeah, it's just kind of piecing everything together. And then coverage was hard. So basically I always start at the wide. Start at the wide. You set your stage.
You go through the whole scene?
Right, yeah.
First at the wide?
Yeah, you set your stage. It's also good for the actors because the further away you are, like the more comfortable they are, and then as you get closer...
Oh yeah, you punch in and that's the real emo comes out.
Well, and they're more comfortable at that point. They've kind of gotten the jitters out if they're not as, they're more green, I guess. And it relies on editing. I mean, me and Pat, like we sit down and we edit like Mad Men. We're just drinking coffee in a dark room. And we figure it out, right? So it's just kind of, I would say we rely on the wide is like the main thing.
And then the other thing is like for 3 people in particular, I think like there's always this conversation around like where we're having our 180 line be, right? So it's like we're always talking like, wait, are we crossing the line right now, or are we doing something where it's going to be disorienting in the edit? So there's so much where it's like, wait, no, in the wide they're situated where one's on the right, one's on the left. So if we go in for an over the shoulder, we need to maintain that unless we can show in a shot that we cross and we flip.
Yeah.
So like with 3 people, we're constantly like, wait, this is a cool shot, but is it going to break our axis?
Yeah.
So we end up talking about that all the time too.
And like the lighting too. Like the lighting is like you want to make sure, because like you can't like flip the light. Like obviously on one side of the kitchen it was a little bit darker, and then on the other side you have this giant like window, right? So when we move in, I can't obviously just shoot light at the actress like coming randomly from where it was once dark. So kind of that really kind of contributes to what we do with the blocking as well. We want to make sure that the light is directional and makes sense to the
It's
eye.
not as easy as it looks. Like you got 3 people talking and you're pointing your camera and it's like, okay, do I do an over the shoulder? Do I do a mid shot? What do I do? Someone's blocking. It looks easy because we do a good job.
Yeah. And then you throw the sound in too.
Yeah.
You throw the sound guy in and it's like, where does he stand? Where does he go?
And he's casting shadows all over the place, and you're like, what
But
do I do now?
we had Pete.
Pete Laporte.
Thank you.
He's great.
Pete Laporte, great guy. And it looked like he was like he was like tuna fishing, because he had this giant like spear of a
The biggest boom pole I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was massive, and it just kind of literally went right over the actors. Right at the top.
It takes a lot of stamina and strength to hold that.
He was
on the back.
He had a C-stand, and he was
Practically, when we were kind of commissioned to work on these by the actresses, it was like for demo purposes. So there was actually a lot where I was like, man, this would be so nice to be able to play out on the wide. Like not even for that specific example, but throughout the film. And then it became like, well, no, we also need to be able to punch in to kind of show the goods. Like they want to use this in the reel. It's got to be punchy. Yeah. So we ended up going to the close a lot for it. And there were numerous versions where we fell back to the wide a little bit more, and then they were like, no, I think I'd like it to be closer on me here. And so what you see here is really this happy medium where we're like, okay, like everyone gets their close shot, they get their their feature bit, and for Dahlia, obviously that's kind of her big moment. So it couldn't be anything else but the close, really. You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, and then the other thing too is like, especially for this one specifically. So like, I've worked on a lot of Hallmark films, and they're all kind of bred in a factory. They're all made the same. So we kind of approached it like that, in a very like corporate way, where it was like, okay, so you get your wide, and you get your closes, and then you get your beauty shots, you get your and all that stuff. So really too, in the editing, we just had this pile of different shots. Oh, that's fine. I can still project. We've got this like pile of different shots, and we just kind of, you know, put them in where it felt necessary. Honestly, too, like when we first gave this, and it was hard because we had to feature all 3 actors. When we gave this to the actors, like there was like a lot of like, well, I want more of, you know, a close up of me. So we also, there's like 5 different versions of this movie out there right now with like, where it's just featured on Dahlia, and it's just featured on Holly, and it's just featured on
the sound person.
Yeah, exactly. And we just shot on the boom mic. No, but yeah, there was a lot of that. But this was the version that me and Pat put together. That we were like, this is the happy medium, and it was kind of our first stab at it, if you will. So yeah.
Because this was a conversation between 3 women. How did you said you wrote the script? How did you pull this out? What helped you get into their heads, sort of? It was very natural.
No, thank you. That's you know, a great compliment and a great question. I think a large part of it is you know, being able to, you know, work with the actresses that I worked with. They came with the concept kind of in like a nascent form. And then we kind of all drew on like life experience to figure out like what direction I wanted to take it in when I took to writing the script. So like I think all of us but Dahlia are in our 30s, and we're in like a prolonged adolescence where it's like, okay, like are we going to be real life adults right now, or are we going to continue just, you know, we're making movies, we're having a good time. You know, I think of all of us, Holly was the only one who actually had kids. So then dramatically it became this like, okay, so you can kind of be the angel on the shoulder, Dahlia is the youngest, she can be the devil, and we can kind of have this back and forth where it's like Ace is caught in the middle, and then her friends are representing these 2 varying paths. And then as soon as I saw it as that sort of like, okay, that's a very familiar dramatic concept, even though, you know, I've never been pregnant, I was still able to kind of put myself in that position where I'm like, okay, I can work with this dramatically, and that's kind of where that came from.
Wow.
Absolutely, it was well done.
That is a Pussycat Dolls song. The whole thing is supposed to be ironic, because Scooby's not exactly a sexy thing, but he is like a dog, a cat in a dog suit.
Don't you wish your doggy knew tricks like me? Don't you wish your doggy brought you sticks like me? Don't ya?
It kind of evolved that way, and the hardest thing I had to learn was Scooby doesn't have lips, and it's very hard for me to make sounds that would be appropriate for him to say without lips. And so that is something I'm still working on with him, because his voice hasn't quite got there yet, but it's coming.
So you had like, you had to download the like instrumental version and put your lyrics over.
Yeah, I took a karaoke version, and then I adjusted it down 8 semitones. Then I do it in Scooby's voice. Then I adjust it back up the 8 semitones, and then I record it with the actual music in the key that it's in.
What it is you everywhere you go, you take your phone out, you record Scooby, and you have all this Scooby footage.
Yeah, I'm inspired, like when there's the photo walks or things like that, I go around and I have him, and I'm like going, okay, now how do I play with lighting, or how do I play with this, or how do I capture this from a different angle? Because I've got tons of footage, it's all of nothing, which again is the whole point of the Don't You Wish Your Doggy for Scooby is he doesn't do anything, right? So the whole Don't You Wish Your Doggy was, and he doesn't do that. Don't You Wish Your Doggy was, and he doesn't do that either. So, and as you see, he just sits there and looks at you. That's his specialty. So the whole song was meant to be a bit ironic in that respect. And the fact that it's a Pussycat Dolls song and he's a dog.
And that's where the inner dialogue, the voice, adds so much content to it.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to figure out what would be songs that Scooby would sing in his way. And so there is a few. I'm working on a duet with him, which is the hardest thing that I've tried to do with the music, because his voice changes and mine doesn't, and then trying to put all of them together. And I've kind of realized that his singing voice and mine don't actually mesh together.
It's amazing how we bring a voice to an animal and they come alive.
Yeah, it's really, the whole process has been quite fascinating to me, probably more to me than anybody that has to be subjected to it. But I mean, the whole process is just really fascinating, because you do one thing and then you look, and right now I'm on the, how do I get him to do consonants without lips?
Oh, yeah.
Because when I'm watching it on editing, I go, that stands out as being really weird. of all the things. Like everything else is perfectly normal about it. But the fact he doesn't have lips and has to do like a p sound or a b sound, and it kind of is odd when you see the visual because there's no lips moving anyway.
No, he's got a permanent lisp or something.
He does.